When we say WordPress, the first thing that pops to many people's minds is blogging. Basically, this is true because WordPress was originally designed to be a software that will enable an easier way of creating blogs and posts. Okay, so in this tutorial we'll have a look how to create some new blogs, or how to create some new posts, how to enter some comments, and how to categorize those posts in different categories. Okay, so this is the front end of my page. This is the page that anyone that types in my URL can see, and by the default there's only one post here, and it's actually saying hello world. Okay, I've logged in as the admin, and therefore I have the edit button here. If I was just a regular user, or the user who has not actually written this post, I would not be able to have this edit button. Also, I can see here that the date was the 20th of November when this was actually created, and that there is only one comment. Also, there's the message, the body of the message: welcome to the WordPress, this is your first post, edit or delete it when start blogging. I can click on comment and I can actually see the comment. So Mr. WordPress has actually said, hi, this is a comment. To delete a comment, just log in and view the post comments. There you will have the option to delete or to edit or delete them, and basically I can go here and write some comments. So this is basically how the whole blogging and commenting works. There's a text, the body of the message. So for example, if you're writing about some particular event, so maybe you're writing about some particular fair that you attended to, that your company has attended to, you will put some information here, and then people who are visiting your page, who are actually members, can come here, and after they're logged in they can actually write some comments. Okay, so this is the front end of the page. Like I've said, this is where all the users will come and look at your blogs. And let's go back now to the back end. Alright, so this is the backend. We have seen this before, and a couple of things you can do here. And first of all, let's go and just avoid all the shortcuts and see how we will go about editing and posting new posts. Alright, on the left hand side, the main menu, there's the posts menu, and it will give you all posts, add new categories and tag. Okay, if we click on post, we'll come to this. Okay, so by the default it will give all the posts that are currently on the web page. So there's only one, and this is the one we have actually seen, hello world. Okay, as the admin I can go and edit it, I can delete it, and I can just view it. Alright, let's go into edit, and our new page will open up, which will have all the information about this particular blog. As you can see, I'll just wait for it to load. Okay, so this is the text that's actually written here. Okay, so this is the body of the message, and we can actually edit that as well. We can also edit the title, because I am the admin, and I can change that. The good thing about WordPress 4, and something that it's actually new, in the previous WordPress versions, when you actually have a long page here, when you have a long text, you would actually have to go and scroll here, and this top menu bar will disappear. Okay, so what I've done, people at WordPress, so for example, if I was to write something like this all the way down here, as you can see, it doesn't matter how far down I go, how far down I scroll, the top menu will always be here. It will always be available here, so I can actually insert stuff here rather than to actually scrolling back and actually clicking on whatever that I need. So this is something new to WordPress 4. Previous versions did not have this. Okay, so this is how you would go about editing an existing post in WordPress 4. Of course, this is the visual. You can always click on text, and this will give you actually some HTML code, which is actually it converts straight away from the visual to the HTML code. And let's go and first of all edit this text here, and I'm going to say, and this is my first blog, I have just changed some of the text in the body of this blog. Okay, so once I typed all that, on the right hand side I have a publish menu. So here I can set the status. Currently it's set as published. If I hit on edit, I can actually go published, pending review, or draft. I would like this to be published. Visibility, who can see this? I will make everyone see that. So I'll hit on OK, and I will not change that. Today's date and the update, and move to trash button. Alright, if I hit on update, And once this is actually done, when I go back to my front page and when I refresh this page, I will see that this message here has actually changed to what I've changed it to. Okay, and this is me, I've changed it and still got one comment only, and we can still edit this as I'm logged in as the admin of this page. Okay, so this is basically how you would go about editing a post that's already existing. And also on the right hand side you have the format here. There's the standard, a site, image, video, audio, quote, link and gallery, and this is the categories, and this is something we'll have a look a bit more later. And if I was to update this once more, and let's go to the front page and I'll refresh it and we'll see the changes. Okay, so now it's actually gone aside. So basically it's when you have more stuff here, you'll see a lot of changes, but for this particular example, because I do not have any other text here, it just doesn't look as much as it should, the difference, but you can actually see that it's actually changed the format of this post. Alright, so let's go back. At the bottom, like I said, there's the categories, there's the tags, and there's some feature images. Okay, before we actually go into creating new posts, let's go and create some more categories. Now you can categorize all of your posts into many different categories, and basically you can go and just create those categories, you know, randomly how you want it. So once the page actually loads up, I'll go ahead and I'll create maybe 1 or 2 categories, and then I'll add some new posts and insert some media and some text as well. Alright, so here I am at the categories page. I can say that it's been divided into the left hand side and the right hand side. On the right hand side, first of all, there's the screen options right at the top. Once again, if we click on it, we'll actually see what kind of screen options we have here. So basically, like I said, all of this is divided into some little categories, and basically for the categories screen we have the description, something that's called slug and a count. We can always get rid of this, so by just clicking on it, it will straight away disappear. And this is how you will actually go about setting up what you see on your screen. Okay, on the right hand side we have something that we've seen before. So basically this is the list of all the categories, and you can actually select, for example, this one and just go delete or whatever you want to do with it. And there's the search categories option here as well, and on the left hand side is where you will go about creating your new categories. So for example, if I'm running a computer website and maybe I have many different categories, I can maybe call this category a hardware. Now for the slug, this is the URL that's friendly, and usually you can just type anything you want in here, and I'll just go hardware. Parent, this is if you want to have a parent directory. So this, if I was select uncategorized, that means that my new category, which is called the hardware, would be under the uncategorized category, which I do not want to do. I'll just go none, and here I'll just type in some description. So I will go. Okay, so I went ahead and I just typed this category is to hold all hardware posts and blogs on this site. Basically, this is anything that will describe this category into more details. Like you can see here, uncategorized has got no description, and it's uncategorized, and the count there's only 1. Okay, let's go ahead and add this category. There it is. Alright, I'll go ahead and I'll do this. I'll add another category. Parent directory none, description. Actually, I'll just go and copy this, and instead of hardware I'll put software, and I'll hit on add new category, and there it is. Okay, so we have 2 categories, software and hardware, and what I'll do with this one, I'll go and I'll edit this one, and instead of being uncategorized, what I will do is I will write computers. We'll go parent none, description. This category is to hold all hardware and software posts and blogs of this site. If I go update, my uncategorized will now change to computers, and I can select those 2, and Actually what I'll do is I unselect them all and I'll go on edit for the hardware, and I'll actually change it this parent to computers. I'll hit on update, and I will do exactly the same with the software. I will change it to computers and update. Okay, so now we have created one category which is called computers and two subcategories which are called hardware and software. Okay, so let's go to the main menu here. Under posts we'll actually go add new. So we are now creating a new post. We'll put the title here. So let's say that we're talking about the WordPress 4, and I'll actually write that. This is my title, and here I will write WordPress 4 has made it really easy to create new web pages. WordPress 4 is fun. And what I'll do now is I'll actually go and I'll insert some media. Okay, so I'll click on media. You can enter any sort of a file. You can upload it using this this little window here, or you can actually insert from URL. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll insert some URL, and what I'll do is I'll go to YouTube, and this is basically some video about what to expect from WordPress 4. And what I will do, I will simply copy this address, and I will go back here and I will enter it. And this is something new to WordPress 4. Straight ahead, WordPress 4 will go to this URL that you have typed in, and it will actually embed this video. So once again, this is something new with WordPress 4, and it's totally different from WordPress 3 and other versions. Okay, so once I've done that, I can go and hit onto this button here, insert into post. Okay, so I've added some text, I added some media, and the media will be displayed here straight away. And the good thing is actually you can play the media straight from here, as you will see. Okay, once it loads up, you can actually hit on this play button and it will actually start this particular media, this particular movie. You can also go and edit it, and you can actually just remove it from here. Okay, so what I'll do now is I will go to the format and I will put video. In the categories, I'm going to say this is a software, and for the tags I can put a lot of tags. So this is something for the CEO of the site, and I'll just put WordPress 4. And once all that is done, I will hit on publish. But before I do that, I can go and change this status from draft to pending review. I will actually leave it as draft. Visibility, I will make everybody see this. So go OK and publish immediately. Also, I can just save a draft and then come back and actually change all the stuff that I want to change, or I can just go preview. Alright, so I've done that. I'm happy with how it looks, and I'll go on publish. Okay, so I've inserted that post, and let's go back now to the front page and let's just refresh this. On the front page, I can actually see that under the recent posts there is WordPress 4 and Hello World. Hello World is the one we previously had, so let's click on WordPress 4. And the new actual post or blog that we have just submitted will actually appear here. Okay, so we have the embedded video here, we have the text here, and also we can have a look at the previous post here as well and leave some comments. Of course, if I wanted to play this, I can just hit on it, and this will actually start playing this particular video within this page, rather than actually going and opening a new window where the video, in this case YouTube, would be displayed. Okay, so basically we have covered all of it, all of the available options within the post section of the WordPress 4. Once again, it's quite easy to insert any sort of a media here, like this wasn't before this wasn't the case. Of course, you have all the available options. You have the options to toggle the toolbar. You have the insert, read more tags. You can make the text bold, italic. You can add some quotations. You can align that and actually enter some links. Okay, so this is how you will actually go about inserting a very basic post, a very basic blog onto your web page, and we have actually seen how to see those under the recent posts here.